الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على دين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين ولا نبي بعده صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وسلم تسليما ثم أما بعد. What time is it? 7:07. Quiz. Tonight is our class for the Umdat al-Ahkam Kitab al-Nikah, for the book of marriage from Umdat al-Ahkam. But I want to take instead something from the Sahih of Imam Bukhari from the same Kitab al-Nikah. Kitab al-Nikah from the Sahih of Imam al-Bukhari. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he mentioned in Surah An-Nisa, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا تُقْسِطُوا فِي الْيَتَامَى. نعم. وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى ثلاث ورباع فإن خفتم ألا تعدلوا فواحدة أو ما ملكت أيمانكم ذلك أدنى ألا تؤولوا. Imam Bukhari, he brings a narration from Abu Huraira وكذلك عن عائشة من طريق Urwa ibn Zubayr, also from Abdullah ibn Abbas, that this verse, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, when he said, and if you fear that you will not be just to the orphan, then فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ. It said this verse was revealed to show the justice that should be done to the yatama. Who can tell me what is yatama in this ayah? Yatama. Orphans. Nah, barakallahu fikum. So the orphans here, and it's not like you go to the court here in the States and you adopt somebody. No, and it means that somebody lost a parent, whether it be the mother or the father before the age of puberty. If they lose one or both of these, then they are called yatama. So the Prophet ﷺ was considered yatim, because he lost both his mother and father before the age of puberty. And many of the people we know famous, barakallahu fikum, such as Imam al-Shafi'i, it was in the same category. وهكذا شيخنا مقبل كان yatim, it was orphan. So this is a known thing to the Arabs and their life and their history. Therefore, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, when this verse was revealed, it was not talking about the permissibility of adad al-zawaj, as many people think. This verse was revealed to show plural marriage. La. Kana عادي يوجد بين العرب في ذلك الأزمنة. This was something normal already, exists already in the life and the culture of the Arabs. So Allah didn't introduce this. They were already doing this, but what happened was the yatim, because of the war, the harub and fighting, you found many people without parents. And some of the narrations that mention, because these orphans in some cases, or many cases, كانت ماذا قيل كان قيل hila jimal wal amwal. They didn't have a lot of beauty and a lot of wealth. So the men suggested and thought that they could marry these orphans biduni yani a sadaq, without paying the mahr, because they're yani least in beauty and they don't have yani a lot of money, yani khalas. So we don't need to give them anything. So Tabaraku wa Ta'ala said yani when khiftum alla ta'dilu yani when khiftum alla tuqsitu fil yatama. Here to be just means firstly give them their just due. Forget the amount of beauty or the amount of money they possess. They are entitled to their marriage gift. And then Allah Tabaraku wa Ta'ala, He mentioned, يعني فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء أي نساء أخرى. You can marry other women that may have orphans too. Yani to be kind to those orphans. Showing when you marry those women, if they have orphans, you have to be kind to those orphans as well. You can't marry a lady, she has orphans, then mistreat the child because it's an orphan. La yajuz. So this ayah shows yani, being just to the orphan if you marry them, or if you're married to the mother of the orphan, yani, be just to them. Don't, because they may have less beauty or less wealth and they don't have any, yani, as in the other narration said, la waliya lahum. They didn't have any wali. Why? Because the father, he died. Or the uncle, he died in the war. So this yani, is the reason Tabaraku wa Ta'ala revealed this verse as Imam Bukhari he brings in his Kitab al-Nikah. And this is a direct refutation against those who like to say Islam is a religion about sex and abusing women and abusing people. La. Yeah, they were already, much of the world, yani, including the Europeans, they were having yani, multiple relationships. Allah. They act like there's something new in America. If you go 50, 60 years back, right here in the United States, the Caucasian who was marrying a girl at 12 and 13 in the country. She was driving a truck without any license. Toting water like the Sahabi and Fatima and those wives and daughters of the Prophet. It was Adi. Nobody took him to court. Nobody said he's a child molester. Wallah musta'an. So this was something, yani, you will even find in the other scriptures, the Bible. This yani, way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sunnatullah azza wa jal, yani, the way Allah He made with His creation. So this yani, in the book of Nikah, Imam Bukhari, yani, they bring these narrations, the likes of Imam Bukhari and others, to show why this verse was revealed, and it was not to make okay iddat zawaj. Rather, that was already an issue between the people, and it restricted them to the number, and moreover gave the right to the orphan that in most cases was abused because of the lack of guardianship or the lack of beauty and wealth. And this is from the book of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, from the legislation of Islam. Wa nasallallahu subhanahu wa ta'ala an yanfa'ana yani bima sami'na wa an yatawaffana musliman saliman min ghayri yani madha al-batila wa bin ghayri yani butlan. Wa nasallallahu tabaraka wa ta'ala tawfiq wa sadaq. Any comments, corrections, or yani constructive comments? Jazakallah khairan.
Because, like you said, because they had a lack of beauty, money, and what have you, that should be even more of a reason to treat them with kindness.
Barakallah fiqh, jazakallah khair. But you're talking about mentality of people.
Yeah.
And not everybody thinks like that. Even we think a certain way. If someone comes, for example, to your car at the stoplight and he says, I'm hungry, and he looks dirty, or he looks a certain way. Yeah. Rather than someone who comes and he looks nice and he has nice clothes and he has a box for the school and he says, can you donate for the school? We look and judge people different. Right. If a lady, she comes and she's pretty and she says, "Can I have a flat tire or my car is stuck," versus a lady who looks dirty or she's on drugs. We judge people different, you see. So this is ta'deeb, etiquette and area where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is correcting the affairs of the human beings. And it happened to be during that time of Jahiliyyah, during the time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent his Messenger sallam to the Arabs as he was from amongst them, that this was laid out and it's for all times. We ask Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala to make us in line with the revelation. Ameen. ما في شيء.
شيخ.
نعم.
And Allah said, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا فَوَاحِدًا. That is mean Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourage us to be correct, to be just with our women, with our wives. So المعنى الحقيقي فإن خفتم ألا تعدلوا فواحدة.
فواحدة نعم. يعني هنا بارك الله فيكم ليس يعني حث على يعني ترك عدد الزواج، لا، ولا عيب عن من يريد يعني بارك الله فيكم يعني أن يكون واحدا فيه، ما في شيء. And it's not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discouraging plural marriage, as some people think in the end of the verse. Neither is it blaming one who chooses to have one wife, but was showing that يعني بارك الله فيك زين للناس ماذا حب الشهوات من النساء, that because of this akhi wallah you can easily mistreat a lady, not be just. And the scholars, they mention this is the issue when we talk about what they need, hajat, not what's in the heart. Because Prophet ﷺ is clear, he didn't love anyone like he loved Aisha after Khadija. But this didn't mean the Prophet ﷺ would give Aisha over yani Habiba, or give Salama over Mada, yani Sauda. La. Each one of them yani أعطيهم حقهن. Give them what they need. The time, the respect, the playing. Some brothers, they don't play with their wife. Wallah musta'an, this is a haquq. You come to the masjid, you laugh with brother Ishaq, you laugh with brother Jamal, you laugh with the imam. You go home, Allah musta'an, like a monster. He never even show his teeth. ايش هذا؟ لازم لحظهم. Have to play with them, have fun with them. It's their haquq, you see. And so this Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is mentioning because personalities vary. And you can't control inside which one you love as it relates to the one you like the most, you want to be around. But the flip side, you have to control that where you don't be unjust. You don't spend all the time with this one and never go see that one. You give this one when she needs, but you don't give that one when she needs. You listen to this one and comfort this one, but you don't comfort that. La. This is the meaning of fawaidan then take one, because with that one personality, you're straight. Wallah subhanahu wa ta'ala a'lam. Wa sallallahu wa sallam baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam tasliman kathir. We'll have a short one after Salat al-Isha. Wa jazakum Allah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.